This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
The time is now 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Friday in the morning sprint. Mark Peterson has your forecast to help you take on the weekend. But first, the home on King Road, where the 4 University of Idaho students were horrifically murdered last November, is now just a memory. Let's get right over to Sydney Charles with our story.
That's right. The home torn down yesterday while students were away on winter break. We were there as the excavators tore through it. That home, which has become recognizable across the country, was reduced to a rubble in a matter of 90 minutes. The university choosing to demolish it while students are away on Christmas break, hopeful that the removal will mean a fresh chapter for students and the community. For some Moscow residents, the demolition brought disappointment. Among those who did not want the house to be torn down were the families of Kaylee Consalvas and Xander Coronado. On Wednesday, the families made a public plea to stop the demolition, asserting that important evidence would be lost. For more details on this story, including why some are glad this home has been demolished, head to KXLY.com.
Public records from Latah County show that the U of I President Scott Green's family used to own that home on King Road. The Greens bought the property in 1967 when President Green was just a kid. They sold it in 1973. The university says President Green never lived there and has no recollection of the home, adding that his dad bought and sold a number of properties during that time. We asked the university why they didn't disclose this information sooner, given the rampant misinformation about this case, but we have not yet heard back. A trial date has still not been set for the suspect in the U of I murders, Bryan Kohberger, but prosecutors have requested a date this summer when Moscow High School is on summer break because of its proximity to the courthouse. Now, Kohberger faces the death penalty if convicted. We'll keep you updated as the trial decisions are made right here on 4 News Now and on the KXLY Plus app. You can download it now and be notified when a date is set.
As we look at our forecast, we're waking up to a very mild morning. I mean, temperatures into the mid to upper 30s, 40 into Liberty Lake. It's 34 into Coeur d'Alene this morning. We don't have a lot of cloud cover right now. It's high clouds, but we are going to see more come in later on today. Our highs are going to be in the low 40s, about 10 degrees above average. We're near 50 into the Palouse and 52 into Lewiston. Our forecast for the day, increasing cloud cover, 43 the high, 3 o'clock. And then we'll have clouds and still mild as late as 10 o'clock at 35 degrees.
We're expected to learn more this morning about a crash that killed a pedestrian just north of Moses Lake last night. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says the pedestrian was hit near Highway 17. Now, while rushing to the scene, 2 deputies crashed into one another, sending one of them to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The other deputy was okay. A stretch of Highway 17 in that area was closed for some time. The Sheriff's Office says that more information will be released today. Starting next year, Washingtonians will have to wait longer to buy guns. House Bill 1143 was passed this year to help prevent gun violence. Under this new law, gun dealers will need to do a background check and then wait 10 extra days before handing guns over to buyers. Now, right now, this 10-day waiting period only applies to semi-automatic weapons, but the new law will require a 10-day waiting period for the purchase of any gun. We spoke with some people who have mixed feelings about this law. To find out what they told us, you can look for this story on our website, KXLY.com. Well, also going into effect on January 1st, an update to the mandatory sick leave program that now covers construction workers. Originally, they were left out because the law said that you had to work for the same employer for 90 days to qualify. According to the state's Building and Construction Trades Council, construction workers rarely hit the 90-day mark since they end up working with multiple employers. Now, that law requires employers to provide an hour of sick time for every 80 hours that is worked. And as new laws take effect in the new year, multiple bills will be considered in the Washington state legislature, including one that would criminalize smoking fentanyl and meth near someone else in public. It would make it a gross misdemeanor to exhale the smoke within 10 feet of someone else. And if a minor is nearby, that charge becomes an automatic felony. Now, open drug use is outlawed in the city of Spokane. Another proposal is pushing for a rebate program in response to Washington's cap and trade initiative that boosted gas prices in an attempt to reduce carbon emissions. Now, if approved, registered vehicle owners could get a $180 rebate check or up to $360 per 2-car family next summer. There are 2 more days left of free family fun. That's sponsored by Numerica across the inland Northwest. The next one's happening today. In Spokane, your family can enjoy free entry to the Mobius Discovery Center from 2 to 5. And in Coeur d'Alene, there's free bowling at Sunset Bowling Center from noon to 3. You can find more details on our website, and we'll be right back after the break.